It's that time, boy. The Cowboys, like,
Yeah, buddy.
it's so much going on. How are they going to sign all three? Like, it's CD is one thing, right? He deserves his money.
Yep.
Wide receivers coming up. You got to pay Dak Prescott, man. I don't look. I know people say we can get somebody in the draft. Like, it's not guaranteed. Remember, Dak was a 4th round pick, right? Dak wasn't thought to be the future of the Cowboys probably at the time.
He got thrust into action because Tony Romo got hurt in the preseason.
That's what I'm saying. Tony Romo was the future of that team. Dak Prescott got, and it's a win, just like Tom Brady was 6th round. Sometimes you get it right? It just works out for you. Dak Prescott wasn't supposed to be the savior of the team. Like, you got 6 quarterbacks drafted in the 1st round this year. They're expected to be the saviors of those franchises, right? A third of them probably will work out. Maybe a third.
History tells us at least half will be busts.
Bust. I'm not talking about like 3 of them being
bust.
all pros. I'm talking about 2 maybe, pro bowlers, maybe 1 an all pro.
Maybe.
And then the rest you may not hear from in 4 years.
Yeah, backups and
Backup quarterbacks like, you remember? Yeah, he was wow.
Yep.
If you guys remember in 2016, the report was the Cowboys were looking at the quarterback Paxton Lynch.
Yep.
That was the word that was the guy. And
Where's Paxton Lynch?
He's played 5 total games in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. So going out there and this is a proven commodity. That's what I understand about the NFL. If you got a franchise quarterback, I don't care if he's great. He's a franchise quarterback. You stick with your franchise quarterback and you build around him. It's not Dak Prescott's fault that they lost against Green Bay in the playoffs last year. It wasn't his fault. Like Chill just talked about, that defense just didn't step up when it needed to. They got literally run all over by the Green Bay Packers.
Aaron Jones ran the whole way to Minnesota.
All the way to Minnesota. I mean, like, it was a disaster. So that wasn't Dak's fault. I understand when you're the quarterback.
Everything gets put on you.
Everything's put on you. I covered the team. I remember Quincy Carter back in the day. Even Troy early on in his career. Go on. Tony Romo went through the same thing. Can Tony Romo get the job done in the playoffs? I think Tony Romo won, 1 playoff game or whatnot? I think that was it.
Not many.
People remember the best memory of Tony Romo in the playoff game was when he was fumbling against Seattle, holding a snap. I mean, like, being the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, I don't think there's a position in all of sports, trying to think,
that comes with
as much scrutiny.
No. Tony Romo 2-4 in the playoffs.
2-4 in the playoffs as being the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott is one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL.
But if you're winning, it's not.
Oh, if you're winning,
you have to win.
But who hasn't? No one hasn't won since Troy Aikman.
Yeah, you got to win.
Once again, Troy Aikman early on in his career, and then Troy had great weapons around him. Now Troy, love Troy. Troy's my colleague over at Fox, great guy, and he was over there. I forgot he left. He's not. Well, I can talk about him now. He's not a colleague anymore. But Troy, he had 2 of the best weapons of all time with him, with Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith, and a great offensive line.
Great
Offensive line.
O-line.
And Troy, I don't think Troy ever threw for 4,000 yards in a season.
No.
I mean, they were running the football a little bit more back then, but still, 4,000 yards was attainable. He didn't have to.
Because he had the GOAT at running back.
He had the GOAT at running back, the all-time leading rusher at running back. He had Michael Irvin, the playmaker.
Wide receiver, right? It's like, come on.
Yeah, Novacek, you had a great tight end.
Jay Novacek is
highly
underrated.
With Dallas, back in the day, and then the defense was underrated too. With Woodson and those guys, Charles Haley.
3 Super Bowls. They did what they were supposed to do.
They did what they were supposed to do. So when it comes down and people criticize Dak Prescott, man, please let Dak Prescott walk in the offseason. As a Giants fan, I don't know if they will have the money to sign him, but as a Giants fan, please let him walk. I'll take Dak Prescott in a second.
Well, we talked about this a few weeks ago, Mike. Everyone always says the social media, Dak stinks, right? But so many teams have tweeted us and said, yeah, I'll take him on my squad. Well, if he stinks, why would you take him? It's just because he's the Cowboy quarterback. people feel a certain type of way
Daniel
about him.
Jones, the most expensive backup ever.
Oh, Daniel Jones. My God.
Dak Prescott goes.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.